My little sister almost got kidnapped because she was too smart for her own good. Last month, 2 women in professional blazers showed up at Riley's elementary school around lunchtime. They had official-looking district badges hanging from lanyards and carried thick clipboards with the school district logo. They introduced themselves to the secretary as district supervisors conducting an emergency evaluation. They said they needed to transfer my sister to a gifted program at Lincoln Academy immediately. The program only had 3 spots left, and Riley had been specifically selected based on her test scores. The secretary was only 3 weeks into the job and started panicking when they mentioned emergency budget cuts and state compliance deadlines. She tried calling mom twice, but the women said there wasn't time. They had 3 other schools to visit before the district office closed at 4 p.m. They had done serious homework. They knew mom was a single parent who worked double shifts at the hospital. They knew Riley's full name, her teacher Mrs. Peterson was out sick with bronchitis, and even that she'd scored in the 98th percentile on her last reading assessment. The substitute teacher, some college kid who barely looked old enough to babysit, didn't question anything when they showed up with official transfer paperwork and demanded to see Riley immediately. Riley was pulled from math class right in the middle of fractions and told to gather only her essential items. But instead of being excited about some special program, she immediately started firing off questions. Why didn't mom sign anything if this was so important? Why couldn't she grab her backpack from her locker if she was transferring schools? Why was their car a white Nissan rental instead of one of those beige school district vehicles she saw every day? The women were getting visibly irritated. The shorter one with the fake smile kept checking her phone every 30 seconds, while the taller one with the tight bun told Riley that exceptionally smart kids follow instructions without arguing with adults. But Riley had always been stubborn. She asked why they needed to leave during lunch instead of at the end of the school day. Why hadn't mom gotten any paperwork about this amazing opportunity? Why did they seem so nervous? That's when Riley remembered our family emergency protocol. After dad left 2 years ago, mom got paranoid about safety. She taught us both a code word system for anyone who might need to pick us up unexpectedly. Riley looked both women dead in the eye and asked them what banana pancakes meant to our family. Both women looked completely confused, like she'd just asked them to solve calculus. The taller one tried to laugh it off, saying mom must have forgotten to mention any special passwords in all the paperwork chaos and bureaucratic confusion. Riley wasn't buying it for a second. She crossed her arms and said mom told her the password was for anyone who was supposed to pick her up, no matter who they claimed to be or what badges they had. The women started looking genuinely nervous now, exchanging worried glances. The shorter one checked her phone again and whispered something about being behind schedule. The taller one grabbed Riley's arm firmly and said they really needed to leave immediately. The gifted program had strict arrival deadlines and they were already running late for their next pickup. That's when Riley did exactly what mom had drilled into her head. She trusted her gut instincts and ran like hell. She bolted down the hallway screaming at the top of her lungs that strangers were trying to take her. Kids poked their heads out of classrooms while teachers rushed into the hallway to see what was happening. Principal Martinez heard the commotion from his office and immediately slammed the red lockdown button. Within seconds, all exterior doors sealed automatically and a recorded message echoed through the building. The women tried to leave through the main entrance, but found themselves trapped in the lobby as metal barriers dropped into place. Principal Martinez had them cornered when police arrived 6 minutes later. Turns out these same women had successfully taken children from 4 different elementary schools that week. They spent weeks researching single-parent families on Facebook and Instagram, learning work schedules, family details, and school information to make their stories completely convincing. Detective Williams said Riley was the first child who'd actually questioned authority figures instead of just complying. Most kids are taught from birth to trust adults with badges and official paperwork, making them perfect targets. The investigation revealed they'd been planning this for months, studying school security protocols and identifying the most vulnerable targets in the district. When police searched their white rental car in the parking lot, they found zip ties, children's sedatives, fake identification cards, and detailed transfer documents for 6 more schools across 3 counties. Riley's response when Detective Williams interviewed her the next day: "I watch a lot of true crime documentaries with mom every weekend.